Good morning, students. Welcome back to science class. Do you remember what we learned in the previous classes? And which lesson is going now? The lesson 20, organ systems in animals. Okay, organ systems in animals only we are discussing nowadays. Okay. So in the previous class we discussed about organ systems, the 11 organ systems we saw. Okay, what are the organ systems? The alimentary system, skeletal system, circulatory system, nervous system, muscular system, respiratory system, digestive system. Like this, the 11 organ system we discussed. Okay, and we started the digestive system also. Human digestive system. We started this, but still we are not completed. Okay. So the human digestive system. The human digestive system consists of two set of organs. Like first one it is a alimentary canal. Okay. And second one it is a digestive glands. Okay. So alimentary canals are what are the organs it is used in the digestive system from mouth to anus. In the previous class itself we discussed elaborately, okay, detailedly. Okay. So it starts from the mouth and end with the anus. Okay. So next is the digestive glands like a pancreas, liver. It starts from the salivary gland. Okay. So these are the glands are called digestive glands. Okay. So the alimentary canal it starts from the mouth. Mouth opening it is called buccal cavity. Mouth and inside that buccal cavity. Okay, so the buccal cavity contains the teeth. How many set of teeth we have? We have two set of teeth in our lifespan. First set of teeth is a milk teeth. Okay, it is replaced by the permanent teeth. That's why it is called diphodont teeth. Okay, so diphodont teeth mean in our lifespan we have two set of teeth. First one it is a milk teeth and it is replaced by the permanent teeth. Okay, diphodont teeth. And one more type is there, that is a heterodont teeth. Our teeth, our dentition it is otherwise called heterodont. Why it is heterodont? Because in our buccal cavity the 32 teeth are there, but this everything not same. It is differ from the shape, size and function also. Okay, so that's why this is called heterodont. Okay, so diphodont teeth also there and heterodont teeth. So diphodont means, what is diphodont? Two set of teeth. Okay, and then heterodont. Different shapes or different types, varieties of different shapes and different size of the teeth we have. That is called heterodont dentition. Okay. So next, how many types of teeth we have? We have 4 types of teeth. That also we know very well. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Okay. So incisors, canines, molars and premolars. Okay. So these are the 4 types of teeth. Okay. So up to this we completed in the previous class. Okay. So next today we are going to discuss about salivary gland. Okay. And then alimentary canal, the organs of the alimentary canal. Mouth, pharynx, esophagus. Okay. So these are the topics today we are going to discuss. Okay. So what are the salivary gland, mouth, tongue, pharynx, esophagus. saliva, it is used to keep wet our mouth. Okay, buccal cavity, it is maintain the wetness by this salivary glands only. Okay, so the salivary gland secretes saliva. Saliva, it is the one of the enzyme. So this gland secrete the enzyme. That's why this is called exocrine gland. Endocrine gland secretes hormone. Exocrine gland secretes enzymes. Okay, so the salivary gland, it is a exocrine gland. Why? Because it secretes the enzyme. Okay, so the saliva, it is one of the enzyme. The first step of digestion, it is takes place in our mouth itself. Okay, it is done by the saliva only. Okay, so it is an enzyme. It also one of the digestive enzyme. Okay, so the salivary gland also one of the digestive gland. Okay, and next one, in the salivary gland, it have three types of glands are there. Okay, first one, it is a parotid gland. Next one, submaxillary and submandibular. Okay, so totally three salivary glands are there. What are they? Parotid gland, sublingual and submaxillary. Salivary glands, it contains three: parotid, sublingual, submaxillary. The submaxillary, it is otherwise called submandibular. Okay, so next is tongue. The tongue, we know very well. So the tongue, it is a muscular organ. It does not have bone. We know very well. The tongue, it is a muscular organ. It does not have bones. Okay, and it is used to mix the food with saliva. Mix the food with saliva. That is use of tongue. And this tongue, it used to swallow the food to the food pipe. Okay, so inside the mouth, the food is there. The food, it is swallowed by the using of tongue. Okay, so this is the use of tongue, and epiglottis is also there. Next one is a pharynx. Next to the tongue, what is present? The pharynx, it is present. This pharynx, it is used to connect the mouth and food pipe. Food pipe, that is called esophagus. Okay, so food pipe and mouth or tongue, it is connected by this pharynx. Okay, so next one, it is the esophagus. Esophagus, it is otherwise called food pipe. This food pipe, it is used to connect the mouth and the stomach. It is a pipe-like structure. Okay, through this pipe only, the food particles get enter into the stomach. So that is what called esophagus. It is a tube-like structure. Okay, and the movement is there. If we swallow the food, it is passed through the food pipe. By which movement? Peristalsis movement. Okay, so that is an esophagus. These are the topics today we are going to discuss in this class. Okay.
In the alimentary canal, mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. So mouth also we completed. What is mouth? Just the opening of the buccal cavity, it is called mouth. It is made by two lips, upper and lower. And then buccal cavity, it is a large cavity present outside the mouth. Present outside the mouth. Okay. So next, inside that buccal cavity, what are the parts are there? Like a teeth, tongue, salivary gland that are present. Okay. The teeth, what is the type of teeth? Diphodont teeth, theocodon, heterodon. What is diphodont? Two set of teeth are present in the human body. Okay. So one is the first set, that is a milk teeth, and it is replaced by the permanent teeth. Okay, so two sets of teeth are present, that's why it is a diphodont. What is theocodon? Theocodon means the root of the teeth, it is fixed inside the gum. Okay, and then heterodont. Heterodont means different shapes of teeth is present. Okay, so this is what called heterodont. And the types of teeth: incisor canines, premolars, molars. And then dental formula, that also I will explain in the last class itself. Milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth formula is 212 divided by 212. Permanent teeth 2123 2123. Okay, so this is a formula. If they are asking the formula, you should write that. Okay. Next is salivary gland. So salivary gland, it is used to secrete the saliva. It is used to secrete the saliva. 3 types of glands are there here: parotid gland, sublingual glands, and submaxillary or submandibular glands. Okay, so the parotid gland, it is the largest gland and it is present in front of the cheeks. And the next one is a sublingual glands. Sublingual glands are the smallest glands and lie beneath the tongue. Submaxillary or submandibular glands lie at the angles of the lower jaw. Okay, lower jaw oda angles la irukkiradhu submaxillary, and then smallest gland tongue ku adiyil irukkiradhu sublingual, and near to the cheeks, that is a parotid gland. The parotid gland, it is the largest gland, and smallest salivary gland is sublingual. Okay, so up to this we are covered in the last class. And what are the enzymes are present in the saliva, that also we saw. What are the enzymes? Ptyalin and lysozyme. Ptyalin, it is used to digest the starch. Okay, and then lysozyme, it is used to destroy the bacteria, that is an antibacterial enzyme. Okay, what is the enzyme? Antibacterial enzyme. Up to this we completed in the previous class itself. Now we are going to discuss the remaining portion of this topic. Tongue. Tongue, it is a muscular organ and sensory organ. Okay, so tongue, it is a muscular organ and as well as sensory organ. Why it is called sensory organ? Because it is used to taste the food molecules. Okay, so that's why this is called a sensory organ also. What is the use of this tongue? Tongue edukku use agudhu? It is used to first taste the food. Taste the food through the taste buds. You can feel the buds on the tongue. Did you feel that? So everyone's tongue, it is covered by buds, taste buds. These are the buds are used to taste the food molecules. Okay, and the next process is it is used to mix the food, ingested food, with saliva. Okay, so this tongue, it is used to mix the food and saliva. And then masticated food. What is masticated? After chewing that food, that is called bolus. This is rolled by the tongue and passed through the pharynx into the esophagus. For swallowing this food, the tongue is used. Okay, so first it is used to taste the food and it is used to mix the food product and then saliva, and it is used to swallow the food. Okay, so then where it is reached? The food is reached to the esophagus. Through the esophagus, it reaches the tongue and digestion is takes place there. And in the pharynx region, a muscular flap-like structure is present, where beginning the trachea, that is called epiglottis. What is it? Epiglottis. So what is the work of this epiglottis mean? It is closes and prevents the food from entering to trachea, windpipe. Nothing but in the neck region, two pipes are there, food pipe and windpipe. If the food particles entered wrongly in the windpipe, what will happen? It reached the lungs and it is reduced the oxygen content. We cannot breathe. Okay. It may lead to death also. Prevent that moment, epiglottis, it is used to closes and prevents the food from entering into the trachea. Okay. So trachea close பண்ணிட்டு என்ன பண்ணுது, food product lungs குள்ள போகாம prevent பண்றாங்க. Okay. So this is the use of tongue. Okay, the next one, pharynx. Pharynx is a membrane lined cavity behind the nose, mouth, connecting them to the esophagus. Okay, so esophagus and the nose or mouth. So in this meeting point or connecting point, it is called pharynx. Okay, so this is pass the food from the mouth to the esophagus. So the pharynx, it is pass the food from the mouth to the esophagus. Next one is a esophagus. The esophagus, it is otherwise called a food pipe. Food pipe. It is a muscular tubular structure. The length of the esophagus is 22 centimeter. And it conducts the food from the pharynx to the stomach. Okay. So from the pharynx to the stomach, the esophagus conduct the food by the special movement that is called peristalsis. This is very important. Peristalsis. What is the movement name? Peristalsis movement. It is a wave-like movement. Okay. Okay, I'll ask you one question. Can we eat the food upside down? You are standing upside down. Okay, that means your head in the downside. You are standing upside down. On that time, can you eat the food? Is it possible? Yeah, really it is possible. Why? Because our food conducted by the peristalsis movement. Okay, it is a rhythmic contraction and relaxation. Where is the food? On that place only the esophagus will relax. The remaining portion it will contract. Like a ball, it is moved in the rubber tube. Okay, so this is what called peristalsis. What is it? Peristalsis. This is a esophagus. Okay.